What if one country controlled every single bite of food on Earth? Not just exports, not just prices, everything. From the rice on your plate, to the bread in your hands, to the last grain stored for emergencies. One nation decides who eats and who doesn't. How long would the world last? Right now, food comes from everywhere. Wheat from vast plains, rice from flooded fields, fruits from tropical farms, meat from ranches spread across continents. Countries trade, compete, depend on each other. It's not perfect, but it works. If one region fails, another fills the gap. If one harvest collapses, global supply adjusts. Food is power, but it's shared power. Now imagine that balance. Gone. Quietly, over decades, one country begins to dominate agriculture. They invest in advanced farming technology, climate-controlled mega farms, genetically engineered crops that grow faster, survive longer, and yield more. At first, it looks like innovation. They export cheaply, undercut every competitor. Farmers in other countries can't keep up. One by one, they shut down. Imports replace local production. Dependence grows, and nobody notices until it's too late. Then one day, it happens. A global announcement. The country declares full control over the world's food supply. Every major crop, every seed patent, every distribution network. They don't invade. They don't threaten. They simply stop shipping. Day 1. Supermarket shelves begin to thin. People assume it's temporary. Week 1. Panic buying spreads. Rice, bread, canned goods gone within hours. Governments scramble. Emergency meetings. Ration plans. Month 1. Food lines stretch for miles. Prices skyrocket beyond imagination. The wealthy still eat. The poor wait and wait. Then the message arrives. Food will resume, under conditions. Trade agreements rewritten, political alliances shifted, military decisions influenced. Entire nations forced to choose. Obey or starve. Some comply immediately. Others resist. They try to grow their own food again, but the land has changed. Years of dependency weaken local agriculture. Seeds are scarce, soil is degraded, knowledge is lost. What once took generations to build cannot be restored overnight. Then comes the twist no one expected. Even the controlling country begins to struggle. Because feeding the entire world means controlling the entire burden. Their farms expand endlessly. Workers collapse under pressure. Resources stretch thin. And the system begins to crack from the inside. In one city, a young girl stands in line. She holds a small ration card. It's stamped. Approved. Her turn comes. But the supply truck is empty. No food today. She watches as soldiers close the gates. Around her, people don't shout anymore. They don't fight. They just sit, silent, hungry, waiting for something that may never come. Across the world, tensions explode. Nations that once relied on trade now face collapse. Conflicts erupt not for land, not for power, but for survival. And within the controlling country, something breaks. A group of scientists, once proud of their innovations, realized the truth. They didn't solve hunger. They centralized it. They created a single point of failure for the entire planet. One mistake, one disruption, one decision, and billions suffer. So they make a choice: risk everything or watch the world starve. They release the seeds, open source, uncontrolled, sent across the world in secret. At first, nothing changes, but slowly, tiny farms begin to return. Rooftops, backyards, hidden fields. People start growing again. Not enough to feed everyone, but enough to fight back. Enough to survive. Years later, the world looks different. Food is no longer taken for granted. Nations rebuild slowly, this time more carefully. No single country holds total control anymore. But the memory remains. A world where hunger wasn't caused by nature, but by power. Because in the end, food was never just about survival. It was about control.